Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, of course, to part 2 of Survivor Series on the JPG channel. We've already witnessed an incredible men's War Games match, a brutal, bloody warfare between the Judgment Day and Ilya Dragunov against the new Bloodline, led by Sol Sikoa, of course. We've witnessed brand new World Tag Team Champions be crowned in a rematch from Bash in Berlin with Penta and Phoenix finally securing a victory over the Motor City Machine Guns. Will we witness another championship alteration in another rematch from Berlin? That being this match, Bianca Belair taking on Jade Cargill in a rematch of epic proportions. Belair looking to get her Women's World Championship back after Jade Cargill was able to pin the EST shoulders down to the mat for the 3 count in Germany. The question is, will she have similar success here tonight in Chicago? We are about to find out. Man, what a night it's going to be. What a night it's already been. I mean, there's much anticipation for the rest of the show, of course, all culminating in this city's own, Chicago's own, CM Punk main eventing against the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. The Women's War Games match is still to come. The phenomenal AJ Styles gets a crack at the ring general Gunther, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line in the very next match. An incredible night of action live in Chicago. As we await the Storm to arrive to the ring herself, Jade Cargill, the Women's World Champion. A feat that not too many people, not too many women get to proclaim in their very first year in the company, let alone their very first 6 to 8 months. Jade Cargill arriving on the scene. Well, the first time we saw her was actually the Royal Rumble this past year, being a surprise entrant. But the first time we saw her as a full main roster, competitor was around after WrestleMania. Of course, at WrestleMania, she took on the Queen Charlotte Flair in a losing effort back at Hollywood, California. And Cargill would immediately try to arrive on the scene, trying to get her crack at some Women's World Championships. Saw her in a triple threat match with Bianca Belair and then champion Sasha Banks. Lost that match really because her and Belair were too focused on beating up each other rather than beating up the champion Sasha Banks. So this has clearly been an issue between Cargill and Bianca Belair for quite some time now. And hopefully it'll all culminate here tonight in Chicago with this rematch of all rematches between Belair and Cargill. Jade Cargill handing over that Women's World Heavyweight Championship to our referee, Rod Zapata. Will that be the last time Cargill holds that World Championship in her hands, is what I'm trying to get at. If Bianca Belair has anything to say about it, it certainly will be. Belair has not come here to leave empty-handed. Here we go. The rematch is on. Locking up in the center of the ring. Belair immediately going to be looking to secure the advantage in this match. As I've said before, she might have that speed over Cargill, but I don't believe she has the strength over Jade Cargill, even though Belair is one of the more pound-for-pound strongest women's athletes in general that we have here in WWE. As now look at this, Cargill sending Belair for a ride with a German suplex. Now Cargill a kick right to the leg, but Bianca Belair kicks her off. This time, shot right to the face of Jade Cargill. These two women, as I've said, they have been competing for the top spot on Friday Night SmackDown for the better part of a year now. And a huge knee right to the face. Belair did get the job done in Detroit at SummerSlam, finally securing her Women's World Championship match back, defeating the boss, Sasha Banks, who we'll see later tonight in War Games. Oh, and a huge spear from Belair. But it was a month later that Cargill would strip that title right off the shoulder of Belair in Berlin, Germany. And what a clash that was a few months back. This is also going to be just as good here, because arguably Bianca Belair is coming in here more motivated than ever to get that championship back around her waist, as Cargill now getting met by a clothesline. EST certainly being the aggressor in the early goings of this match, but might have just gotten caught. Got caught flush to the jaw with a bicycle kick. Already a 2 count. Cargill almost had an early night. Cargill almost had an easy night at the office, but Belair now grabs a hold of Cargill with a spine buster. And now, wait a minute, Belair going for something there. Cargill had it scouted. Cargill had it scouted, and now Belair having something scouted of her own. Going for an elbow right to the jaw. Cargill now, wait a minute, going for something that time. These two women going back and forth right now as Jade Cargill plants her. Tremendous stuff from these two ladies. Huge elbow right to the heart of the EST. And now Jade Cargill going right back on the attack as Belair is trying to keep her ground. Oh, a shot right to the face, averted. And now Bianca Belair showing off some strength, but it's Cargill slipping out. Man, Jade Cargill has been extremely impressive ever since securing that Women's World Championship. This is technically her first defense of that title, but she's been impressive in her showings on Friday Night SmackDown leading up to this match. Bianca Belair, of course, never too far behind when it comes to impressiveness. And now look at this! Muscling Cargill up with a gut-wrench sit-out powerbomb. There's not too many people that are perfect opponents for one another. I would argue that Cargill and Belair have been just that for one another. These two equal each other, but at the same time, they have so many differences as well. As now Belair goes right to that back of Cargill and again goes for a splash. Goes for another cover here. Clearly there is a lot of, I don't know if I want to call it desperation at Belair's attempts of pinfalls in this match, but what else do you really call it? Belair does not want to leave this match the same way she left Berlin, and that's with an L. Sends Cargill from one side of the ring to the other. Belair's calling Cargill up to her feet. What can she have in mind for the Women's World Champion? Well, we're about to find out. EST flying into the Windy City. Great stuff from the EST there. Cargill got wiped out. Cargill got wiped out. What the hell is Bianca Belair thinking here? She's ripping across the announce table. Ripping apart our announce table here. At Survivor Series, this is a different side to the EST. Cargill looking to fight for her life at this point. A count of 5. Referee Rod Zapata trying to restore order to this match, but these two women would love to tear each other in half. A count of 6. Belair needs to get back in the ring. Sends Cargill shoulder first into the barricade. And now Belair breaking off that count. Wisely, might I add. I mean, you don't want to lose this match on a count out. Or even win it at a count out, if you ask me. And now Belair with a huge power slam on the outside. These fans here in Chicago getting a front row seat to the action. As now Bianca Belair sending Cargill into the steel steps. Sending Cargill into the steel steps. And now Bianca Belair. Huge big boot. Almost averted in a way. Another count of 6. These two going back and forth. Bianca Belair has to break that count once more. And looks to do just that. But also looks to call Jade Cargill back up to her feet. Oh, gets met by an elbow right to the jaw. That elbow hit flush. Bianca Belair ain't playing no games. Now look at this. Going for a little bit of a cheap shot of Cargill at her own finishing maneuver. Belair now sending Cargill back into the ring. Sending Cargill back into the ring. It's Bianca Belair with a huge spear. Huge spear connects. The damage has been done. Bianca Belair is going top rope. Going top rope with a big splash off the top rope. Covers the champion. Only gets a 2 count. Only a 2 count for Bianca Belair. As now Jade Cargill sends Belair off the ropes. Big clothesline averted from Bianca. Look at the strength of the EST. Cargill has met her match in this bout here. Bianca Belair has been close to perfect in this one. And now Belair calling Cargill back up to her feet. What can Bianca Belair have planned? We saw her rip apart that announce table earlier. She clearly has very bad intentions with that very announce table. This could be what puts her over in this championship match. My God, a powerbomb through the announce table. That's got to be it. I don't see anybody kicking out of that, let alone Jade Cargill. As now Belair preparing for the end of this one. Cargill now. Apparently Belair didn't think that was enough. Look at this. Has Cargill up for the KOD. And with that, Bianca Belair has secured I was going to say, kind of jumped the gun a little bit. Cargill somehow getting a kick out. How the hell did Jade Cargill kick out of that after getting put through the announce table and a KOD? And now look at this, right to the eyes. A little bit of a right to the eyes from Cargill. Might have gotten caught that time. Sends Belair for a ride. And now it's Cargill going top rope, something she's not too comfortable with. Although she looks pretty comfortable there. And now look at this, Cargill with a double axe handle off the top rope. Cargill really coming out of her shell, as I've said in the last few months. Certainly getting a lot more comfortable in the professional wrestling setting. As she should be. She's the women's world champion right now. She's going to have to learn a thing or two about wrestling to keep that championship around her waist. At the end of the day, strength isn't going to always be the key factor to winning a match. It's about survival instincts. It's about actual skill. And believe me, Bianca Belair has that in pairs. And now Belair, look at this, muscling Jade Cargill up for a huge military press. This is awesome chants from the crowd. You damn right it is. Bianca Belair thinking about it. Oh, Cargill out of harm's way that time. Huge German suplex to the shoulder blade. And I mean, she stacked her high with that German suplex. And now Jade Cargill right back on the attack. After an uncharacteristic mistake by Bianca Belair, we're back to square one with the Women's World Champion. And now Bianca Belair muscling Cargill up, trying to at least for a power bomb. We saw this on Friday Night SmackDown. Belair sent Xia Li into that pole to the ring post and then down on the mat. We are seeing a different side of the EST as of late, and it's all been because she's basically been spiraling trying to get that Women's World Championship back. And she finally did at SummerSlam, only for it to get ripped away from her once more in Berlin. And now Cargill. Cargill now caught Belair. No, Belair now with another reversal. Big spear. Big spear to Cargill. Belair has played a perfect ball game so far and looks to hit her final shot, but Cargill's actually getting up to her feet. No, Belair had it scouted. Belair had it scouted. Gets met by a big boot though. Frozen the moment for a second. And might have cost herself the championship right here. No, Belair gets the shoulder out. Cargill can't believe it. Cargill cannot believe it. Belair's trying to crawl to the turnbuckle that time, but Cargill now meets Belair every second of the way. Belair, huge elbow right to the face. Another clothesline knocks Cargill out. Oh, and an elbow right to the jaw of Cargill. Belair now this time Again, crawling to that, or getting to that top rope. Again, going for a splash and connects big. What can Bianca Belair have left in the tank? Goes for a leg drop. Cargill out of harm's way that time. Oh, and now Belair with a kick right to the face. Kick right to the face of Cargill. And now Bianca sending Cargill into the corner there. Cargill has been put through anything possible that Belair could do to her. An announce table, a KOD. Now a back suplex off the top rope. This is awesome chants in the crowd once more. Belair has Cargill up, going for a second KOD. And Cargill is barely moved at this point. Belair is not done there just yet. A third and final KOD for the 1, 2, 3. Belair gets her title back in Chicago. What a match we just saw in this rematch of epic proportions. Belair getting the job done in quite decisive fashion, if you ask me. But at the end of the day, it was the damage that Bianca Belair did to Jade Cargill that really warranted her this win here tonight. Of course, putting her through an announce table. It took 3 KODs to get the job done, but the EST is back on top of the blue brand, back on top of the women's division on Friday Night SmackDown, rightfully where she belongs after a performance like that. You could see she is absolutely exhausted after this match, but at least it wasn't all for nothing is what I'm trying to get at. Belair getting that championship back. As you can see, the Women's War Games match will be on our next episode, as will be the main event, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, live in Chicago of all places. Poor Cody Rhodes with that. But first, we have a phenomenal World Championship match, World Heavyweight Championship match to get through. That's being the phenomenal one himself, AJ Styles, taking on the ring general, Gunther, a man that recently regained his World Heavyweight Championship just a month ago at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell against Ilya Dragunov. And this is Gunther's opportunity to show the world, to show the whole locker room that he still runs Friday Night SmackDown, that this might have been the house that AJ Styles once built, but Gunther currently owns the place, currently owns the rights to that very house, currently pays the bills, resides in that house, and rules it with an iron fist. It is Gunther's royal palace now. Styles coming over from Monday Night Raw between the draft window. Of course, CM Punk coming over from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw in exchange for AJ Styles. So one of the best professional wrestlers in the world for another best professional wrestler in the world. Fair trade, if you ask me, and a sweet little deal for Styles and Punk too, because that came with a world championship opportunity, and they both cashed in here tonight. Styles cashing in his world title opportunity against the ring general, and of course, aforementioned CM Punk cashing in his world title opportunity against Cody Rhodes in our main event in Chicago, Illinois. This place is going to come unglued when the Second City Saint arrives. Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion down to the ring. Gunther, a man that has been arguably the most dominant superstar in JPG channel history, with a nearly 2-year undefeated streak. Nearly 2 years on top of the World Heavyweight Championship division, holding that title, ruling SmackDown with an iron fist. Even when his buddies Kaiser and Vinci were traded away to Monday Night Raw, he still got the job done. At the end of the day, he's been one of the most dominant world champions in recent memory. And he's back on top after just 1 month of losing that title. Of course, he lost that championship. His very first pinfall loss to the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, in Berlin. of all places, just almost not even a few skip, hop, and jumps away from where he was actually born and raised and from, in Austria. Of course, losing in Germany, the World Heavyweight Championship, definitely hurt the ego, bruised the ego of the Ring General, but he got his revenge inside Hell in a Cell, dismantling Dragunov, reclaiming what he believes is rightfully his, because he believes that he is the only proper representation of what a World Heavyweight Champion should be in this day and age, in this company, in professional wrestling in general.
And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther!
Here we go, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line. This is the biggest match for SmackDown here tonight. We already had the War Games match. That would have been probably the second biggest match, with those two factions rivaling over the last 6 months to 8 months to a year in some cases for some people in that match. And now we got the championship on the line. Styles and Gunther one-on-one for the very first time in WWE. This is going to be one hell of a match. Gunther trying to immediately grab control, but Styles looking to show Gunther that he has not lost his touch. Styles just getting a little bit of a warm-up on his hands, trying to run the ropes a little bit, get that, oh, maybe a little bit of jet lag off his out of the way, as now Gunther goes right to the arm, certainly trying to neutralize any chances of hitting a phenomenal forearm here tonight. And now stomping out the hand of the Phenomenal One. What a story would be for AJ Styles, just almost 1 month into him being on the SmackDown brand once more. If he can secure the World Heavyweight Championship in his first match, and one of his first matches back on the blue brand. Of course, he actually arrived back on the scene, taking on the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, in a successful win for the Phenomenal One. Huge clothesline, and also a successful win over Carmelo Hayes this past Friday night. A little bit of a warm-up match for the Ring General. And now once again, Styles for a second time just trying to keep the speed advantage going. We've seen this time and time again from AJ Styles when he's in there with bigger opponents like a Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns at one point in his career. He tries to use these speed techniques to his advantage. He knows he's a little bit of a smaller guy heading into a match like this. Oh, look at this, taking out Gunther. But that does not take away from the fact that he's one of the most phenomenal professional wrestlers to ever exist. And that's not even just, the phenomenal isn't something we just sell on a t-shirt, folks. AJ Styles really is that dude. Styles biding his time, and the Ring General is usually a man that likes to keep the pace rather slow, likes to slowly pick apart his opponents with chops and submission-based wrestling and just grueling ground and pound style from the Ring General, as here he comes with those chops. Now the Ring General driving Styles' face right into the turnbuckle. Like, we didn't see enough of driving into the turnbuckle in the War Games match. Everybody busted up from head to toe in that one. Believe me, Medical has been attending to all 8 members of that match. Especially after a few of them decided to jump off the cage. That being Dragunov. Dominic Mysterio at one point tried to. I think Balor probably tried to at one point. That entire match was insane. Styles for a third time. Is he going to be able to capitalize? He gets it again. AJ Styles has been all over the Ring General, and this is exactly what you need to do. Clearly, he studied that match with Dragunov at Berlin, the match that Dragunov was able to pin Gunther's shoulders to the mat. Styles clearly saw Dragunov's technique in that match. And if he can defeat Dragunov, that being Styles, I think he knows that he can defeat the ring general too. And now AJ Styles trying to take Gunther into the top rope. Oh, a kick right to the leg. A kick right to the leg. And that is certainly going to try and set up later on for that calf crusher. If he can work over that leg of the ring general, trying to go for an elbow is Gunther. Got met though. Look at this. Styles off the ropes. Tremendously done by the challenger. And now here he comes, trying to work over that leg. Certainly looking for that calf crusher. Has to soften up the knees first, though. Gunther has those very strong knees. He loves to hit those drop kicks with. He loves to use for power bombs, all sorts of stuff. But the thing about AJ Styles is this is not his first day at the office. As a matter of fact, he has about over 20 years of experience. And now look at that. The only thing about Gunther is that he doesn't wear any protective padding, no knee pads, no elbow pads. He's very old-fashioned in that sense. But with a man like AJ Styles, you might want to, because he's slamming your knee right into the outside, the unforgiving outside, because it's only protected by a thin layer of concrete. Or excuse me, it's concrete underneath. A thin layer of padding is what I'm trying to say. AJ Styles has worked over that knee of Gunther in this match. And now, wait a minute, Styles goes for a 450. Got a little cute. Gunther might make him pay for it. A huge power bomb. That's how quick Gunther can turn this match on its head. But Styles gets a big kick out. And now AJ Styles, that certainly set him back a few as the ring general trying to secure an advantage back in this match. Oh, a huge chop right to the chest. Styles trying to fight out of it. Huge elbows right to the jaw. Oh, look at this. Busting up Gunther with these strikes. These pinpoint accuracy strikes. The phenomenal blitz connects. Gunther's busted up now, and once he sees his own blood, man, it's going to be one hell of a night for Styles. We saw what happened when Fatu saw his own blood. Imagine when the ring general does. And now AJ Styles, though, trying to keep his advantage in this match. Look at this. A little bit of strength from Styles. A huge back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. And now Styles setting Gunther back into that ring. Styles has had a foolproof plan to secure the World Heavyweight Championship in this match. Phenomenal forearm hits. Gunther's out. That's got to be it. Count of two, Gunther gets the shoulder. Gunther just popped that shoulder at possibly the last second that he had. And now look at this. Styles trying to target that knee. Did not get all of it, though. And now Gunther's going to make him pay for it. Trying to submit him this time in the center of the ring with a sleeper hold. Sleeper hold cinched in. But does he have those legs fully cinched in? Because Styles has been working over those legs. Look at this. Trying to use a little bit of an advantage here. Oh, that almost got him the win. Oh, he goes right for the knee. Styles goes right for the knee, but almost as a last-ditch effort because he passed out right after that. And now he's calling Gunther up to his feet. Styles once again tries to go for that knee, but leaves an opening that Gunther saw a mile away. I think Gunther's done playing games with the phenomenal one. Oh, smashes his face right into the hardest part of the ring, that apron. And now AJ Styles trying to meet him with a bunch of kicks. Tremendous stuff, huge arm drag. AJ Styles sending Gunther into the barricade. Went for a clothesline, got met by a Pele kick. From Styles. And now sending Gunther into the barricade. Averted by Gunther. I think they're on a count of 7, if I believe so. Styles trying to get back into the ring now. Break that count. As we saw in Bianca Belair's match. And now goes for the ankle again. Oh! When do you see an enziguri from Gunther? Gunther just connected flush with an enziguri right to the face. More damage to that ankle. Oh, a huge neck breaker. Styles Clearly working over the neck, clearly working over the legs of Gunther. And now, wait a minute, AJ Styles now. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Stretching out the ring general, Gunther. Stretching out the ring general with a last chancery. That's a real throwback right there. I haven't seen that move since Austin Aries. AJ Styles pulling out all the stops here tonight. And nonetheless, the ring general still on 2 feet. And AJ Styles now punches right to the face of the ring general. And wait a minute, caught him in the calf crusher. Caught him in the calf crusher, but it's a rope break. It's a rope break. AJ Styles, though, has to keep going. Has to keep going. Off the ropes. No, didn't get it. Didn't get whatever the hell he was going for. Styles, though, if at first you don't succeed. Oh, the ring general. Out of harm's way that time. And now, wait a minute, what the hell is Gunther planning here? Styles meets him to the floor. Styles meets him to the floor. Gunther's out. Gunther's out. Look at this. Phenomenal forearm outside. A phenomenal forearm to the outside. Could that be enough? Styles could be looking for the kill here. Gunther's on his feet. A second phenomenal forearm. 2 phenomenal forearms in a row for the World Heavyweight. Oh, no, Gunther got the shoulder. Styles can't believe it. The crowd wants one more time. Maybe one more time would have done the job, but Styles is absolutely exhausted at this point in this match. I mean, the ring general has survived everything that Styles has thrown at him. And now more kicks to that ankle. More kicks to that ankle by AJ Styles as he goes for a 4th time in this match with that springboard clothesline. Styles is really trying to break the mold here tonight. Again, chopping at that knee. This has been an absolute war for the ring general, man. He thought, you know, a washed-up AJ Styles, you know, he's an older man now. He's a shell of his former self. Hell no. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Styles is going to bring his damn A game, as he has tonight. And now look at this. Going top rope is AJ Styles with a Hurricane Rana. Styles now going top rope. Not done there just yet. Here comes AJ Styles. Look at this. Went for a frog splash. Got caught. Got caught. And now the ring general wrenching at the neck and, oh, right to the eyes of AJ Styles. Goes for a chop. Gets met. And now, wait a minute. Gunther plants him with a Death Valley driver. Plants AJ Styles with a Death Valley driver right back into a sleeper hold. Right back into a sleeper hold. Could this be it? Styles needs to hold on. Styles needs to hold on. Gunther's got it cinched in center of the ring. He has won multiple matches, secured victories, and retained his world championship a number of times because of this very maneuver. And now AJ Styles driving an elbow right into the open wound of Gunther. Oh, a kick right to the... And now look at this. Ducked it once more. A Pele kick for Gunther's troubles. Gunther pulling himself off the rope. Styles gonna meet him with a kick right to the face. And now AJ Styles once more going top rope. Did not work out for him last time. Elbow drop connects this time. And now Gunther could be in trouble here. AJ Styles got him in the calf crusher. Center of the ring. Calf crusher cinched in. The calf crusher cinched in here. Styles is torquing at the ankle. He's torquing at the ankle. He's begging Gunther to give up. He's going to break that damn ankle. Styles has the World Heavyweight Championship won right here. You're going to see Gunther. You saw him get pinned for the first time in Berlin. You're going to see him submit for the first time here in Chicago. Gunther's out. Gunther's out. He's wrenching and look at the blood dripping down the face. AJ Styles torquing at that knee. He's torquing at that knee. Wrenching it away. I mean, Gunther, at some point, you got to live to fight another day. Styles, he's also won multiple championships with this very maneuver. Just how long is Gunther able to hold on? He looks like he's about to pass out from pure exhaustion from the pain. AJ Styles is slowly starting to lose his grips. Oh, elbow right to the back. Somehow the ring general survived that. And now wait a minute, got Styles up once more for a power bomb. Power bomb connects to AJ Styles, and with that, Gunther survives the phenomenal one. What a match. What a fight Styles just brought to the ring general, but Gunther in his first match back as the World Heavyweight Champion clearly letting everybody know that he still runs the blue brand. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with some more action. Of course, the Women's War Games match still to come. The WWE Championship on the line in our main event. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes live in Chicago. You really don't want to miss it.